I figure 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, there's a landslide covers the creek up here. And water's been pulling gold out of the hillside. These obstructions be the first stop for a lot of it. Gold, it'd sit right here in this calm little spot, waiting for a couple of half like us to come around and show it the light of day.
You're just guessing.
We're all just guessing.
Fans of the Game of Thrones know him as Robb Stark. Now you see Richard Madden starring on the first ever scripted miniseries on Discovery. It's called Klondike. And Richard, I told you before, I'm going to try not to call you Rob because that's how I know you. But this is, you know, a new venture for you. And it's interesting because when you read about what it is, it's this epic tale of these gold diggers who are trying to survive and find wealth. Not that far off, actually, from what was happening on the Game of Thrones.
Well, that's the thing, you know, these dramas are very different, but the stakes are the same. They couldn't be any higher. It's life and death up there. You know, there's no law, and if you don't have gold, you die, you starve to death, you freeze to death.
So the dangers are all still there. You just die in a different way, not by the sword, but perhaps by Mother Nature.
Nature will kill you in this place for sure.
And in fact, when you were shooting this, it was so cold. I read you actually got frostbite.
Yeah, I did actually get frostbite. I nearly died genuinely a couple of times.
I mean, what was that like under those types of temperatures? I mean, you were, where were you filming in Canada?
We were in Alberta, Canada, and you know, we've steered away from using any CGI on this. So when you see us at the top of the mountains, we were there. When we're in the River Rapids, I was in Category 4 River Rapids. So it's exciting, it's just kind of terrifying. You try and convince yourself as a studio when you're in this kind of real environment in order to get through it, but actually it's not.
I mean, it is a gorgeous, in terms of just looking at the cinematography, and of course, so happy to see you back on the screen. So upset you're not going to be in the next series of Game of Thrones, but a girl can wish. Klondike, the 6-hour miniseries, will air on January 20th, 21st, and 22nd on Discovery. Richard Madden, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.